Okay, we are live.
What's up? What's up?
Today we have Ayush and Dheeraj.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
It would have been much better if we would have been together recording in a studio.
Sure,
Time
sure.
Right, right.
The quality would have been much better, but we have to work with what we have.
Yeah,
Zoom sucks.
Zoom sucks. Okay. So crazy times, right? Fucking COVID
Yeah.
everywhere.
yeah. Stuck in the house. Can't go anywhere.
How long has it
It's been
been?
a year.
Yeah.
It's been more than a year, I guess. Yeah, it's been a year and 2 months.
The Spanish
And
flu took 2 years for it to get for things to get back to normal. With all the technology we have, I thought that it should go away sooner. Like people
Okay.
in the 1980s, they kicked a disease sooner than us, and that's very. I don't
One
know.
question, because you have mentioned Spanish flu. I don't know if it's funny
Yeah.
or not. But can we call
I
this
know what you're going to talk
One
about.
second, one second, one
Yeah.
second. Mike. Yep. Yeah, we're back. Yes.
I don't know if this will be funny or not, because you have mentioned Spanish flu. Can we call it
Yeah.
a Chinese virus?
Chinese virus. I have no idea, but
Why?
I've heard
Why?
multiple things. So there's this theory ki,
The Spa-
yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead.
The Spanish flu is not really only about Spain. It was not only originated in Spain. The Spanish flu took over whole of the Europe. But at the time of the Spanish flu, there was a world war going,
Mhm.
and Spain was the only country which was not involved in any war. So the
Uh-huh.
other countries did not want to tell the whole world, and they did not report that there are people and soldiers dying because of some crazy flu.
Okay.
So, and Spain was not involved in any war, so they just reported it, and it just called Spanish flu after that. But it affected most of the Europe.
I heard ki it affected Americas as well, the North Americas as well.
It might have, I don't know about that, but the Spanish flu is called Spanish flu, and most people think that it only affected or it originated in Spain.
Okay.
But no, it's not true.
Okay, so is that a reason that we should not call this a Chinese virus? Like which side are you on?
If you're Trump, you can. If you're a Trump supporter, you can. I don't know. It's up to you. I myself would not call it a Chinese virus.
Do you like what China is doing with all the trade in Pakistan and Africa? Have you both of you
I don't
what do you
think
think about that?
I don't think I'm much aware of that.
Yeah,
What
tell us
about you,
more
man?
about it.
Huh?
Tell us more about that.
Okay, so what China is doing is they are building ports, and both of you must be aware about the road that they're building from China to Pakistan. It's
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Business.
yeah. So just like that, they're opening more sea routes from China to Africa. So the US has two of their warships right now in the what is it? The Bay of Bengal right now, because China has invested so much in Africa, and the Africans, they are not against it actually. So they think. So do you know how the IMF works? International Monetary Fund. So they give out loans to countries, and if you cannot pay the loan back, you pay back in some other tangible, like you give away control of your ports and stuff. So that's exactly what China is doing with Africa, and the Africans have no problems.
They just want the business, the money.
Yeah,
Is that right?
Yeah, they want. So right now, China is not the exporter; they're only the manufacturer, right?
Right.
Yeah, so
Yes,
they want to control the whole supply chain, from logistics to manufacture. They have manufacturing; nobody can argue with that. If China closes off its so you were saying that if you're a Trump supporter, you should call it China virus. Even if you are a Trump supporter and you want to harm China in a economical way, you cannot actually, because I heard this in a Joe Rogan podcast. There's this guy called Mike Baker. He's a ex CIA agent.
Mm-hmm.
So he said that if you're thinking as a patriot, you're saying ki, okay, I want every. So he's a US citizen. So he was talking about US. So he said ki if you think as a patriot, you're saying ki okay, let's produce everything in America. So the same make in India concept that we have here, they are trying to push that as well. Keep make products in America. And if you think like a patriot, you do that. But when you put on a director's or a CEO hat, then you have to like outsource it from China. You cannot cut down your like 70%, 80% of your profit margins just because you're patriot. So it's just I don't see before automation you cannot, even the Trump supporters cannot do anything about China. If you
So I think, but they are angry because they think that calling it a Chinese virus promotes hate amongst people. They start discriminating. They start hating on the Asians.
And
Maharashtra.
right now, it is more scary, right? Because you see the videos of doctors, they keep telling you that what they are going through every day. Like today only, I saw a video of Brute India. And a doctor was saying that they have to tell the patient that they are going to get better, but in their bones, they know that they are lying. The patient cannot get better anymore. And they have to tell the people.
Do you think that's legal? Is that legal? Can a doctor do that?
Yeah.
That is the thing. Our information system, the place from where we get all of this information, is so fucked up. We really don't know if it's actually so scary or not. Some people say it's actually very serious. You stay inside. Some say it's nothing. If you have a good immune system, you'll be fine.
You think they're cooking the numbers? Like
I think the numbers we are getting are not the real numbers, but I mean, there are more cases than we know.
What you think that?
There is no,
okay.
Yeah,
that's new.
There's no way that
Okay.
there are not enough tests happening, right?
Okay.
Most of the time, the people feel that
they're having some sort of like a normal fever or something, and they don't go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Scared ki they'll catch corona if they go to the hospital.
But in a situation
or
like
maybe
now,
they just treat it like a normal flu.
Exactly.
And it'll go away after 2 or 3 days.
And in the current situation, I think it's better you don't go to hospital because anyway, we have a shortage of beds, oxygen, and a lot of things. If you think it's treatable, you should stay at home, quarantine yourself.
True. But like, so there's money involved in this, right? Every
the pharmaceutical companies, not the pharmaceutical. Bathing in money right now.
No, not the pharmaceutical. So if a hospital declares a COVID death, they get certain amount of.
Right. So I think it's only for government hospitals. I don't know if it's also for private.
No, it's for private as well. And this is happening all over the world. This like some or the other version of this policy is available in each and every country. I think they can cook the numbers. I think there are more. They're telling us.
Oh, you're saying that there are less people who have COVID.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
This pandemic has changed a lot of things for better also.
Yeah, I think before the pandemic, nobody, like, especially in the corporate culture, nobody was like embracing mobility like they have right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it has forced them to like cut down on space usage. If you don't need people in your office to do some work, you should not call people in your office. If there is no like data involved, I think people should stay at home. It reduces the transportation, the carbon footprint, everything. So I think that's a major plus for. Yeah.
But I think that the officers should start and work from home should stop as soon as possible because the population of the entire population has been forced to stay at home for more than a year now.
Okay.
We do not have to go. We cannot go out. We do not have any reason to go out.
So you think
for work every day?
So you think
it's good for your mental health because you're all day you are doing 9 hours or 8 hours or 12 hours of shift, and you are not going out at all. Earlier, even if you had to go for work and stay there for 8 to 12 hours, whatever the timing is, you are getting out of the house. You're doing something.
There's a social setting you can.
You get out. You can socialize.
Yes. I think in the end, all the positive and negative aspects boils down to the individual person. It's up to him how he sees it.
Right.
For some people, it's
I think
a boon. For some, it's bane.
Yeah, correct.
For example, I am enjoying my work from home.
Don't get me wrong. I'm also enjoying work from home. I'm totally loving it. But if I do not have to go to college or I do not have to go to office, then there is not much of a reason for me to go out every day. Like I can go out to meet friends on the weekend or something like that. But if I'm at my house 5 days a week, that's not really good for my mental health. I need to go out, right? And that will be true for most people.
Mhm. So
Like
by
they
and
need to go
large,
out there.
for an IT organization, I think it has been profitable.
Yeah, like for the corporation. Yeah.
Yeah, they are saving the money. They are saving the rent from the office for the offices,
Stocks.
right? And a lot of things, the electricity bill, the food, the cafeteria bill, everything that they had to pay, and the people were coming to the offices.
For sure, for sure.
And how do you think this has impacted the education sector?
Right now, all the classes are going online.
Mhm.
Believe me when I say this, that most of the students who are attending the classes are sleeping. And
That's more of a
there's no-
self-discipline problem, right? Like people sleep in
Yeah, but
classes as well.
it's yeah, but there's a risk that the teacher might see it. Then they
True,
might
true,
call
true.
on you. And
Mm.
most students do that. There are such sincere students that attend the classes regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
So
correct.
you were talking from a student's perspective. I was talking to a teacher friend of mine, and his health is like his health took a downfall for the worst. He has to check papers on his so not right now, but in the first quarter of the pandemic, he had to check
Right.
papers which were written in a physical paper, and it was a normal size paper that we write a paper on. Then the students, so not the students, the administration, they took pictures of that paper, 16 to 20 pages, and then they sent the photos to him. Now he has a 5-inch phone, and he has to look through 13 pages, 15, 16, how many pages of A4 sizes pages, zoom in on one sentence. Like again, so he had to do all of that for one single paper. So he's like, I won't tell you his name. He's like, if I see there's 3 paragraphs, I just click yes, and I give we could give full marks. I don't even care anymore.
I totally feel the teacher's problem because my mom is a teacher. I see her struggling every day.
With this,
every day. She has to monitor and all of that. Plus, technology for everyone is not everyone is tech savvy.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Right, exactly. So the last year when it happened, so the teachers had to adapt to the technology, right? They didn't know anything about the Zoom call or Google Meet or anything like that. They had to adopt, and you saw the videos of the students
Yes,
the
plus
teacher, because I
pulling
saw
pranks.
a particular video where teacher was facing some problem and a student said, "Yes, sir, just press Alt press F4." So the teacher did that, and it was over. And there were many problems like that.
Oh shit!
There were many problems. Yeah, there were some really bad things, and abusing the teacher, and the students were actually having fun, but it was really irritating for the teacher. And
true.
There are very drawbacks of this online system.
What are you saying, Mank?
I was saying, do you think the online structure is failing, or it's because we are not capable of?
I think
I
self-education.
don't think it has failed. Yeah. Yeah, go on, Dheeraj, please.
Because I think the system is fine, but we
Yeah,
are
system
not
is fine.
capable of using it.
Yeah,
I don't think there is any fault.
that's exactly
in
that.
using-
Everything boils down to self-discipline. If you
Right.
are able to do it or not,
I think
because it's the first time. And
I think self-education is one of the biggest takeaways that we can, like, all of the things that we're learning in schools. You need one-on-one attention for certain things. I'm not arguing that, but a lot of things you can learn on YouTube as well. There are a lot of things.
We all agree how our education system is a fail. I don't think there is any debate on that. I think this pandemic has given you time to go across books and study more things in your school hours.
Right.
So it's a blessing for a lot of students.
A lot of people are very thankful during the pandemic for they can get their exams clear. I know. And I personally know a lot of people.
I'm one of them. I'm not
who would not have cleared
yeah. On this subject, you think looking up things on the internet and finding solutions. Is that a skill or no?
I'll tell you, the entire IT sector works on that.
Exactly. So there is no more the need to like memorize everything, and
Right.
so that system, I think that's where we are failing. We need to teach people how to learn and how fast you can come. So we don't need to
Yeah.
memorize. Go
And
ahead.
the schooling is still important, I guess. The schooling is still important, but you do not have to mug everything up to pass the exams.
Schooling is
You just
important, I
need to
think,
understand
because
what it is.
the community,
Schooling
Exactly.
is,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the only thing I think.
being part of a community is
That's
important.
it.
And if you go to schools and colleges,
You think social
Right.
media is a human right or it's a product? It's a privatized product. Privatized
Facebook is
product.
a product.
No, you think should it be a privatized product or should it be a human right? Access to social media.
I think it totally depends on the man who has made. So, for example, if I come with an app, it's up to me if I want to make it a product or if I want to just directly give it to the people and let them use it how they want it.
Okay. The whole
Yeah.
purpose of schooling is left to the social aspect of it. Like there's no more value left in school. I think because I think like memorizing stuff and all of that it's of no use right now. Because most of the work that I am doing and most of my friends are doing, they use Google and YouTube. Like
right.
so we cannot like say keep people are using phones and social media and YouTube and search engines for better like good things.
But is that efficient?
Mm.
What?
If you already know something, obviously it'll be
To
fast.
be honest, if we
Mhm.
students do really pay attention in class, then they do not need to Google and YouTube everything. Like most of the time, we Google and
Do you
YouTube
think
thing. Like,
so? You think going like traveling to a school
yeah,
and like going there and learning 15 different things and then choosing "Okay, okay, I want to do this, or sitting at home and deciding okay I want to do this, then try it using Google or
I don't know how good this will be in near future, using your phones all the time. For example, the IT industry, some people have now realized that they can actually work from home
exactly
for the entire, like
forever.
for the near future
Yeah,
also,
for the
forever.
entire. Yeah.
So do you think something like that will happen with schools also? That there will be a time when
I don't
But
think so.
no, I don't think so because there is no co-curricular activity. School is not only about the education, right? They have to
Right.
build a personality too. There's no co-curricular, like the annual functions that happen, the sports is that happens.
going to schools, sitting on benches, learning, and then you have a games period, playing football.
Yeah,
That is
Yeah.
one thing. The other is you learn subjects online by your school teachers. And then for playing and for your extracurricular activities and the other hobbies, you join clubs.
I don't know if it's my personal experience that's shaping my opinions right now, but I had I think 2 or 3. How many did we have? Mine 3 sports.
In one day.
No, in the whole week 3. And if
Three
you
sports.
if you calculate the ratios between the academia and the extracurricular activities that go on in schools, all the extracurricular activities including sports, music, debates, uh, theater, everything, I think the ratio will be 2 to 1 or something with academia. That's just I'm talking about the school that I went to. People may have better schools who do not solely focus on academia, but I think most of the schools do, and that's a big drawback. So what you're saying, the social aspect, you cannot replace that. I think
right.
for that you have to join some sort of like if you go to a football club, you don't learn the same things, but it's pretty close.
I think we'll wrap this up because you're anyway out of time.
For sure.
Yeah, sure.
And we'll be back with more quality content, more fun. So stay tuned.
Okay, goodbye. Bye bye. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you guys for coming.